find a seat at all. We happened to be broadcasting that game. It was our game of the week. Kapaun had their broadcast crew, and ESPN was, I think, in this box that we're in currently now. And it was
the old press box, if you remember.
That's right. It was the old press box
on both sides.
On both sides. In fact, we were separated by a wrestling mat, I believe, over there, so the sound wouldn't go back and forth.
We separated ourselves because we had coaches right next to us, and we didn't want some of the words that sometimes coaches say to go out across the air.
Yeah.
But that was a packed house. Blake Bell was the quarterback here at the time.
He was a junior that year.
Obviously went on to play for Oklahoma, and then last year with Kansas City got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
And now this year with the Dallas Cowboys. So.
And that game, I don't have the final score, but it was a whale of a ball game. Kapaun came in here and gave Bishop Carroll all they wanted that night. The Golden Eagles prevailed, obviously, but that was, again, a testament to what this game is about, and it's usually highly competitive, and I expect nothing less tonight.
And it's one of the reasons why Coach Trail spoke so much today when him and I were visited in his office about the emotions of this game.
Sure.
Because you look back at games like you just described, and even games that didn't have ESPN. Last year's game was a tough game out here.
23-13.
Yeah, for both of these teams. And that game was closer than that into the fourth quarter. There was one point in time we looked at it and went, man, we're in the fourth quarter, and this game can still go either way.
Yeah, Kapaun that night last year just kept hanging around. They just kept battling in that football game, and you were waiting for some kind of separation for the Golden Eagles to win, because on paper, Bishop Carroll was certainly the better team. Kapaun gave them all they wanted that night and more, and again, that's going to happen again tonight. This is going to be a dogfight, no doubt about it.
We haven't talked about this yet, but we finally have some football weather. Now, I know a lot of people were not very happy, me included, to see that summertime left so quickly with 47-degree highs at one point in time this week. We were supposed to actually get, I think, a little bit warmer today than what we actually did. We still have some cloud cover, obviously no moisture in the air, but you look across these stands, everybody's got on the long sleeves tonight. Last week they were out here in short sleeves and shorts.
You can blame me for that. I was in Colorado, and I brought snow back to the state of Kansas when we traveled back Monday and Tuesday of this past week.
There's really not any wind tonight to speak of, so it's a nice calm night. In fact, the flag up on the north end zone pretty much hanging straight down, so I don't think throwing the football tonight is going to be much of a challenge for either one of these teams. So that's the good news. We did get a lot of rain over this past week. This is a turf field, or a field grass field, if you will, a synthetic field. So obviously there'll be no chance of a field being tore up or water standing or anything like that.
This is kind of interesting. They were waiting on both of these teams still. Just a few minutes to kick, and the officials, again, they're anxiously waiting here, kind of flanked to one end zone here, and kind of ready to get both teams out here and do some pregame little stretches and kick this thing off.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time of coming out of the locker room here tonight at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Kapaun Mount Carmel, Bishop Carroll. It is our contest here tonight on Fox Sports Radio Wichita KGSO. Again, want to thank Butler Community College. They are providing the live stream. Their college athletic department is. They're carrying our audio on the live stream, our broadcast tonight. So if you have an opportunity and you have not been on Bishop Carroll's athletic YouTube page, go out and get on that. You can sign up for it. You can listen to our broadcast of tonight's game while watching the game as well. And high school football teams all over the state really have scrambled to find a way to get their games out across the internet because of the limited number of fans that are able to attend. When USD 259 lines up tomorrow and play, they can't have any fan. And I know there's several different streaming services out there that are offering high school football this year. Of course, you can always tune in to the radio, 1410 AM, 93.9 FM. We're also running this on our Facebook Live page tonight. So we're giving you many ways that you can pick up tonight's broadcast of this game between Bishop Carroll and Kapaun Mount Carmel. Over on our sister station, KQAM, 1480 AM, 102.5 FM, we have Anthony Georges and Russ Kessler as they are broadcasting the game tonight between the Goddard Lions and the Valley Center Hornets. So we've got 2 games tonight. After both of our broadcasts are completed, you can stick around to either station. We'll bring you tonight's statewide scoreboard show. We hear from correspondents throughout the state that have been to football games. We run down all the scores throughout the state. Andy Hoosier and John Wright are doing that for you tonight at 10 o'clock. Then tomorrow morning, I'll be back in the studio at 7 o'clock for the Saturday morning sports page. So we take high school sports and high school football especially very, very seriously at Steckline Communications, and we got you covered up here for games, scoreboard, and the Saturday morning sports page. Bishop Carroll finally has made their way out to the field and over to their sidelines, still waiting for Kapaun Mount Carmel to come out. Another thing that's just a little bit different this year because of the pandemic, these teams can't use locker rooms. They have to stay out of the locker rooms. And so
Really?
At some schools, locker rooms are outside.
Yeah.
I think here at Bishop Carroll, if I'm not mistaken, they are using bigger areas to make sure that they can keep the kids spread out and not so close to each other.
Gotcha.
So that's something that's a little bit different, that when they do their pregame and they go in for halftime, depending on who's playing and where they're playing, we may not, the teams may not be able to use locker room. And here comes Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. Kind of a cool deal.
Yeah. Got the
carrying the American flag. That is
leading.
Doug Bates, their fullback, bringing him out with the American flag in his hands.
Not only does he do the fullback trap real well, he carries that flag quite
well. That's a big kid.
Yeah, he is a big kid. Good athlete.
Carroll's defense is going to have to definitely get onto him early and make sure that they get him stopped early, because that kid, if you give him some momentum moving forward, he is a big kid.
Hey, Doug, and a real good job by the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle Marching Band tonight, and some of the pregame playing that they delivered to the crowd tonight. Really good job by those kids.
Captains, one from each team, will go out to the center of the field for tonight's coin flip. Last week, for Bishop Carroll, it was Hunter Trail that went out, and as far as I know, Coach Dusty Trail is going to rotate amongst his captains on who he sends out. So let's see who he sends out there tonight for tonight's coin flip. Again, Bishop Carroll has 5 captains, but they can only send one from each squad to the center of the field, which again is something that's a little bit different this year.
A little new twist.
As far as the game is concerned, and I think we even saw this last night in the NFL game for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Texans. Once the ball is kicked off, we play football like we have every other year. You block, you tackle, you run, you pass, you do all that stuff. It's the things that are outside of the game itself that are so much different this year, like the smaller crowd size, the separation that you will see on sidelines amongst the players, only one captain in the middle of the field. This year, players can go from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line on the sidelines. Coaches still need to stay in the box, but you'll see the sidelines spread out a lot more as they have given the players more room to try to keep that separation as much as they possibly can. At the end of the game, something that was so different for me, Walt, was last week at the end of the game. You know, these kids spent 2.5 hours kind of beating on each other, and then at the end of the game, each team lined up on the hash marks and faced each other and kind of did the air high fives. They couldn't go shake hands after the game. So that was something that was a little bit different as well. Carroll has won the toss. They will receive this football to start the game. Carroll in their green tops and gold pants. They will move from right to left or north to south. Whistle is in the air, and it is a high end over end kick. It'll be fielded inside the 5-yard line. Out across the 15, coming this way is Michael Pauly near sideline towards the Carroll bench. Has a good return as he gets out across the 35-yard line, and they'll mark him down somewhere around the 37. So nice field position for this Golden Eagle offense to get going.
Pauly did a great job there following his blockers. He found a little lane down that left side, which is the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle sideline, and just churned it up and got some great field position here for Aiden Edens, the senior quarterback. He's going to start out of that shotgun position.
1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line for the Golden Eagles. Needens works out of the shotgun, wants to hand off to Hunter Trail and does. Working his way towards that right side. A nice gang tackle, stacking him up at the line of scrimmage is that Crusader defense. numerous guys in on the stop. A loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, John Paul Wren and Braxton Powers over there on the stop. Just good team tackling there by the Crusaders against Trail.
Bishop Carroll will move quickly, as they like to come up the line of scrimmage and go fast. They have a 4-receiver set, 2 split to both sides of Needens. He works out of the shotgun on 2nd down and long, and now an early flag. Let's see who this is called on.
It wasn't delay a game or anything, just a legal procedure, I believe.
Somebody got a little anxious up front, and a false start will be called against Bishop Carroll. That will move them back 5 yards on the first penalty of the football game. So not the best start for Bishop Carroll so far, as they get a -1 on their first carry of the game, and then they move back 5 more before they can snap it on the second play of the game.
Look for Aiden Needens to go up top on this play here on 2nd down.
He'll work with the 4-receiver set. 3 off to his right, 1 here to the near side. Needens looking right, getting pressure, and is going to be dropped. A sack way back behind the line of scrimmage, and coming in on the play was Will Doolittle, an outside linebacker for this Kapaun Mount Carmel team.
Doolittle not even blocked on that play, just had free reign there to Needens for the sack.
That is a loss of 6 yards on the play and brings up a long 3rd down. Bishop Carroll digging themselves in a hole here on their first possession of this football game. Needens out of the shotgun, a 3-receiver set. 2 far side, 1 near. Handoff to Hunter Trail, just trying to get something as much as he could. He does get through the line of scrimmage before he gets stacked up by this Kapaun defense. Braxton Powers, one of the guys in on the stop, along with Will Doolittle again. And that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Golden Eagles as they go 3 and out.
Now 5 yards on the carry there by Hunter Trail. We'll see punter Ethan McMullen in the football game.
Kapaun Mount Carmel will send Andrew Jamino, which is their starting quarterback, back to field this punt. He will stand at about his own 37-yard line. Nice, good spiraling kick. Jamino does field it at the 35. Carroll is down there, but Jamino able to get away. Going far side. Has a lane down that far sideline and gets into Carroll territory before he gets pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Bishop Carroll. They'll mark him maybe at the 39. Let's see. And he will be marked down at the 39-yard line. Nevertheless, great field position for this Kapaun Mount Carmel offense, led by senior Andrew Jamino.
A solid return there by Jamino. I think he's going to stay in and play quarterback to start here. This is a 2-quarterback offense for Coach Weston Schartz.
9:40 left to play here in the first quarter. It is the first offensive snap for the Crusaders. Jamino will be the quarterback. He'll have Big Doug Bates as a fullback, and Kel Curtis will get the start at the tailback position. Jamino with a tight end on the far side. 2 receivers here on the near, tucks under center. Turns, hands off. Kel Curtis looking for a block by Doug Bates, but nice defensive play. There's that Carroll defense making a nice stop right up in front.
Yeah, Hayden Sage on the stop there. Led the Golden Eagle tacklers on that play.
Back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more for Kel Curtis. Now Jamino goes in the shotgun. He has Doug Bates and Kel Curtis off to both sides of him. Wants to throw. Left-handed quarterback throws the out route and just overshoots Tiger Jones out there on that far sideline. Ball's incomplete just like that. We've got a 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Boy, big play here for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle defense. They get a stop here.
Running with a little bit of tempo, which is kind of a surprise. A new wrinkle from Weston Schartz. 2 receivers in the football game, split to both sides of Jamino. Working out of the shotgun, has both running backs. Fakes the belly read, keeps himself, tries to weave his way through traffic. But there's that gangrene defense there to make the stop. Matthew Morrell, one of the guys in there on the stop.
Yeah, great job.
Hayden Sage.
Great job of flying to the football right there by the Golden Eagles, something Jim Nance just preaches constantly of his defense.
A gain of 2, so after great field position, Kapaun's going to have to punt this football away. And they will punt it from the midfield stripe.
Ethan Stuhlsatz is the punter.
8:37 left to play in the first quarter. Almost got in on it. It is a high kick that angles to the far sideline and will take a spot out of bounds. At about the 10, I think, is where they will put him. Now they're coming up a little bit further.
Golden Eagle
at the
faithful,
15-yard line.
Golden Eagle faithful had something to say about that marking. They were a little disgruntled with the first inclination by the official on that side.
Well, our side judge kind of, walked back to about the 3 to get the good angle of where the ball went out of bounds. And nevertheless, it will be at the 15-yard line. So second possession of the game for this offense. Needon's out of the shotgun. Hunter Trail off to his left, working out of a 4-receiver set. Wants to throw, getting that pressure again. Needon's does let it go, but then it gets batted down. Boy, pressure right in the face of Needon's again, right off of the bat. And again, it is Will Doolittle coming in with the pressure off of that outside linebacker position and making Needon's kind of rush out of the pocket. Then the ball gets batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Doug, this is a defense that threw a shutout against Dodge City out at Dodge. It's a 42-0 game, and they held the Red Demons to less than 100 yards of total offense. So they're extremely active and aggressive defense, no doubt about it.
I'm not sure why we have a stop
football
play
needs to
right
be
now.
changed, I think. I don't know if they swapped out the football.
Oh, after the punt, they didn't swap it out and get Carroll's football in the game.
Correct.
So that first play from scrimmage, Carroll was playing, I believe, with Kapaun's football.
That's exactly what they did.
However, they did bring that ball over to the Carroll sideline and leave it over here. So Kapaun may be one football short. I've been accused of being that before. 8:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Second down and 10. Needons works out of the shotgun. Hands off to Hunter Trail. Boy, just not a lot of running room right there. This Carroll defense is being awful stingy.
Yeah, Kapaun absolutely just getting aggressive. They're filling those gaps real well, fighting off blockers.
Nathan Fury in on the stop after a gain of about a yard as Trail gets it just maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. It brings up a third down and very long. 4 receivers in the game, 2 to split to both sides of Needons. He will work out of the shotgun with Hunter Trail off to his right. Needons hadn't had much time. This time he does get some time. Finds Noah Ferguson, who makes the catch at about the 19, maybe gets up across the 20 to the 21. Will not be enough for a first down, and this is going to bring up another punting situation as it will leave the Golden Eagles about 4th down and 5 away from converting.
Yeah, just an out pattern right there to Noah Ferguson, well executed, just not enough for the 1st and 10, and Coach Trail's going to bring in his punting unit right now.
And here comes the punting team for Bishop Carroll. 2 possessions, 2 3 and outs. No score on the scoreboard. At the 7-minute mark left in the first quarter. Jamino back deep for Carroll. Snap a little high, but able to get the punt, a high end-over-end punt. It's going to hit this field turf and take a Bishop Carroll roll and bounce down to the 31. Nothing. 6:53 left in the first. Quick timeout. Back after this.
You work your truck, but you still want that truck bed to look good and hold up. The solution is easy with Continental Truck Accessories and Guard-It Spray-On Bed Liners. The bed is professionally prepped with power sanding, and the new Guard-It liner is installed by professional and experienced installers. A tough, hard, industrial protection for rugged applications. Guard-It not only protects truck beds, it's ideal for trailer floors, boat decks, bumpers, whatever you want protected. Continental Truck Accessories, 6701 South Broadway.
So far in this football game, neither team has been able to pick up a first down. 2 3 and outs for Bishop Carroll. Kapaun goes 3 and out on their first possession. There was some kind of penalty on the play during our timeout, and quite frankly, I didn't see the call, but they moved the ball back to the 21-yard line. So Kapaun Mount Carmel will start there. Jamino tucks under center, has fullback and tailback in his backfield. 2 tight ends and a receiver. Wants to run the option far side. Gets the pitch out to Kel Curtis. Curtis able to haul it in, and not a lot on that outside. Carroll doing a nice job of flying to the football, gang tackling, a gain of about 2.
Yeah, great pursuit there by the Golden Eagles on defense. Well-executed option play by Kapaun, but better defense by the Golden Eagles.
Jamino under center again. This time there's that fullback trap to Big Doug Bates, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. That Carroll defense has seen that on film. Andrew By, one of the guys in on the stop, Matthew Morrell in there to help corral Doug Bates. He does get a couple of yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it a long 7 here.
A pretty favorable spot there by the official. That's the forward progress on the fullback trap.
Two backs in the backfield. Jamino, play action pass. Rolling near side, left-handed, throwing. Has a man down here. Caught at the 45-yard line, down at the 40. A big play in this football game early on. Making the catch downfield is Henry Thingvall.
Yeah.
And he gets it inside Bishop Carroll territory. It is a big play.
Well, Jamino to Thingvall on that play, their perfect strike. Thingvall had both the Carroll defenders beat on the play, and Jamino did a good job putting it right on the numbers. Didn't break stride at all.
Goes for 34 yards and a first down, the first down of the game. Here's a handoff, just straight handoff in the backfield. Austin Ruda finally checks in at the tailback position. We thought he was going to get the start tonight. Mikhail Curtis got the start. He gets his first carry and able to go forward for 4 yards.
Ruda actually in last week's game against Dodge City had over 100 yards and about 10 totes of the football.
Jamino staying in at quarterback. Kapaun did say they would use both their quarterbacks tonight. He'll be out of the shotgun, has his fullback and tailback off to both sides of him. Running the belly read, hands off to Ruda. And he's going to be close to that first down marker. Let's see where they mark him at as he gets inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. It'll bring up a third down and short. So a gain of about 3 on the play.
Kapaun using the wide side of the field, Doug, on that play, on that belly read play.
4:46 and counting here in the first quarter, no score. Kapaun driving from the 28 of Carroll. Hands off to Doug Bates.
It's close.
And I think he is going to be awful close to that first down.
He
had to get just to about, the 27. They're going to mark him at the 26. So he got it by a yard.
Noah Redcorn, one of their offensive linemen, come up gimping a little bit there. Looks like his ankle maybe giving him fits, but he's going to stay on the field.
So a first down for the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders from the Carroll 26-yard line. Jamino works out of the shotgun, both backs in the backfield, has 2 tight ends, runs the belly read, keeps himself. Good little runner, but dragged down right at about the line of scrimmage. Able to keep his feet moving forward and gain some positive yards. Andrew Bai in there on the stop, and it brings up a second down and 8 after a gain of 2.
Yeah, Jamino faked that belly read there to Ruda, and took it the opposite way for only that gain of 2. Again, good job by Andrew Bai there to lasso the Kapaun Mount Carmel runner.
Jamino on a second down and 8 inside the 25 of Bishop Carroll under center. Fullback, tailback in the backfield in the straight eye. Jamino wants to throw, rolling near side. Now going to tuck it and try to run. Tried to split 2 defenders, but Carroll was there to stop him. Matthew Morrell was one guy in on the stop. Cade Gatchett came up and helped him out. Nice little gain on the play, though, of about 5 yards. It'll bring up a third down and short. This is a situation this Carroll defense doesn't always like to be in.
Kapaun Mount Carmel has found a little rhythm here on offense, Doug. They're having some success. They're playing crisp. They're executing, and honestly, they're controlling the line of scrimmage.
Inside the Continental Truck Accessories red zone. Again, Doug Bates on 3rd and short just plows straight ahead, and he will get the first down as he gets inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Continental Truck Accessories, show your truck some love. They sponsor our red zones each and every Friday night, and Kapaun Mount Carmel is inside of it at the 14-yard line with a new set of downs at 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
No huddle offense by the Crusaders. They look to the sideline for the play.
Jamino under center. Doug Bates, fullback, tailback right behind him is Ruda. He gets the handoff, going left, trying to find a seam. I think if he would have pushed it a little bit further outside, he might have been there. Andrew Bai again from his defensive end position, waiting on him, able to make the stop, but not until Ruda picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, Ruda,
2nd and 5.
Ruda running off of his left tackle right there, probably had a lane to the outside. He cut up kind of against the grain right there, right into that pursuit of that defense, and probably fortunate for Carroll that's the cut he made.
2:19 and counting in the first quarter. The Crusaders threatening. Jamino acted like he wanted to hand it off to Doug Bates, the fullback, and then just decided, big guy, I'll tuck behind you, fall forward, and gain 4 to bring up a 3rd and short. Football at about the 5.5-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like a triple option there as he kind of rode that handoff to Bates and kept it himself, kind of followed Bates right up the hole.
Straight I formation, 2 tight ends in the game. Jamino under center. And there's that Carroll defense getting in and getting some penetration right off the bat. And then Jamino just gets slammed to the carpet. Big play up front by this Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle defense. And I think Coach Schartz is going to take a timeout. That was on 3rd and short, and it's a stop, so it brings up a 4th down. Kapaun takes their first timeout. 1:38 left to play in the quarter. 0-0. Kapaun threatening back after this.
Introducing Midwest Kia's better way to buy. The simple, transparent, and fast way to get your new car with a completely digital experience. Complete the entire vehicle purchase transaction from the comfort of your home, or get most of the process completed in advance, so your time in the dealership is simple, transparent, and fast. It's the better way to buy, and Midwest Kia has one of the area's largest selections of new Kias to choose from. Optimas, Sorrentos, Sportages, and much more. Over 300 new Kias in our inventory. Plus, every new Kia comes with our amazing 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It's the better way to buy at Midwest Kia, where we'll do pickup and delivery for sales or service right to your home or office. Shop from home. Over 300 new Kias available. Kia's amazing warranty. It's the better way to buy. Visit us online at MidwestKia.com, because right now,
We wanna see ya in a Midwest Kia.
warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
On a 4th down and 1, Kapaun Mount Carmel out of the straight eye, hands off to Ruda. He is able to pick up the first down. They didn't give us our full minute there on the timeout. So those of you watching the live stream, sorry we kind of missed the call of that. It is a first down for Kapaun. Straight eye formation. Jamino under center, Doug Bates. Ruda in the backfield. Hands off to Doug Bates. And again, that Carroll defense is right there. The stunts out of that front is just making some hay for this defense. Benjamin Purvis in there on the stop. 58 seconds left to play here in the quarter. From the 4-yard line, 2nd down and goal for the Crusaders. Ruda takes the handoff and gets in the end zone for a Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusader touchdown. Kapaun Mount Carmel strikes first, straight eye formation, just followed his blockers, found the seam, and scores.
Kapaun working again that left side of their offensive line with some success. Ruda, really a fast runner, finds the hole and hits it quickly for the TD.
Point after attempt coming up. Snap down, kick up, high kick, and it is through the uprights. So just like that, Carroll goes down 7-0 to the Crusaders. 47 seconds left to play here before the quarter. We'll keep it right here since we're so close to the quarter break. Nice drive by the Crusaders.
Absolutely.
Penalty puts them back to their own 21. They march down the field 79 yards and get a score, and did most of the work just running the football,
Yep.
and a lot of it between the tackles.
Right, pounding the football on the ground. Now, they did have that big 38-yard pass play. However, a lot of success on the ground. And right now, to be honest with you, Kapaun Mount Carmel really looking pretty sharp. You know, whenever you're making first downs and you get that momentum and rhythm, and that does bode well. We haven't seen Bishop Carroll find that rhythm yet. I expect that trend's going to change, and I think it's going to change probably in this series. We'll see what happens.
Typically when Carroll gets scored on first, this happened last week against Junction City. We saw a lot last year. When they give up that first touchdown, something sparks them. They move down the field quickly, and they usually answer the call. This Kapaun defense has been stingy so far in this game. Let's see if this Bishop Carroll offense can do that.
I'm going to hold you to that.
It's a short little pooch kick that's going to go to one of the up men, fielded at about the 26-yard line. And coming forward,
Great field position here.
close to the 36,
37?
yeah, about
Yep.
the 37 is where they'll mark Bishop Carroll down. 42 seconds to work with. Really, no wind is a factor, so it doesn't really matter which end of the field you're working from. Bishop Carroll is going from right to left or north to south. Down 7-0 after Kapaun marches down 79 yards and gets the first score on the board. Here comes the Golden Eagle offense back out there, led by their senior quarterback, Aiden Needens. Hunter Trell in the backfield. A 4-receiver set. 2 will split to both sides of Needens. Football on the far hash. Needens on first down, wants to throw, better protection, goes down the field. Oscar Gallardo there, caught at the 35-yard line. Gallardo inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone, inside the 20, down to the 15. Big play right on first down for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles.
54-yard pickup there, I believe, there for Oscar Gallardo. Just a great throw by Aiden Edens. A lot of poise in the pocket right there. Gallardo with a great route there, hit him right in stride.
They will move quickly. Needens wanted to throw the quick out, gets away from pressure, running near side. Needens will step out of bounds, but not until he gets to the 12. It'll be a gain of 3 on first down.
Doug, both of those plays right there, the big strike to Gallardo, Needens getting out of trouble and scrambling for a little gain, that could be the catalyst for this offense that kind of just gets them out of the doldrums.
Stepping out of bounds will stop the clock with 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. It will bring up a second down and 6. They gave Needens 4. He'll work out of the shotgun in a 4-receiver set. 3 off to his left, 1 to the far side. Single coverage on the far side. Needens looks over the middle. Actually came near side, tried to get it to Tate Blasey, but just skipped it to him, so it falls incomplete. Big third down right here.
Yep, indeed.
It'll be 4-down territory. There's no doubt about that.
Well, the wide side of the field is the Bishop Carroll sideline side. You'd expect him, maybe Aiden, to run pass option kind of and work on that wide side.
They like to see Noah Ferguson go to the middle of the field. He's lined up in this inside slot position here, along with a couple of other receivers. Tate Blasey, one of them. Looking for Blasey, corner of the end zone, and a nice defensive play by Isaac Schmitz. Blasey found a little bit of separation, was in the corner, and Schmitz able to recover and get his hands on the ball, brings up a 4th down. And it looks like Bishop Carroll early on with 15 clicks left here in the first is going to attempt a field goal. Michael Pauley is the kicker. He's got a nice leg.
Always important to get points on the board, whether that's 6 or 7 or 3.
This will be a 28-yard try from the far hash. On 4th down. Snap down, kick up. It's a low kick. And it is going to be, it'll go down as a block. It really wasn't a block. Pauley just didn't get under the ball and kicked kind of a line drive. And I think it actually, if anything, may have hit off of the helmet of the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. So the Crusaders dodge a bullet. They get inside that Continental Truck red zone, do the Golden Eagles, but cannot capitalize. And the Crusaders, with 14 seconds left in the first, remain up in this game 7-0.
Boy, this is where your defense, if you're the Golden Eagles, really has to stand up to a pretty potent Kapaun Mount Carmel offense that found rhythm in that last series. Let's see if the Golden Eagles can kind of bow their neck.
Football comes out to the 20. Jamino out of the shotgun, single back set, wants to
There
run
we
and
go.
gets popped right at the line of scrimmage. And a gang
Oh,
tackle.
ball.
The ball came out at the end, and it is Bishop Carroll football.
Sorry about that.
Boy.
I yelled and I shouldn't have yelled.
Andrew By came up with the recovery. It came out at the very end of that play as Jamino took a pop at the line of scrimmage, and the Golden Eagles are set up in business again inside that Continental Truck red zone. Show your truck some love. Show the Eagles some love, and let's get a score right here.
Well, that's how your defense answers right there. Not only a stop, but a turnover, and give that ball back to your offense inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone, as we like to call it.
8 seconds left here in the quarter. Another great opportunity for this Bishop Carroll offense. Need to capitalize. You cannot be stalled in the red zone. Got stalled in the red zone twice last week against Junction City. Otherwise, could have probably had a bigger score. Can't stall out here. Jadon Williams will check in. Hunter Trail also in the backfield. Needon's going to work out of the shotgun. Hand off to Williams. He's trying to find a seam. Williams able to break a couple of tackles. Nice, strong run by the junior running back at 205 pounds. He is going to gain 9 yards. And that should take us to the end of the quarter. It will. Kapaun Mount Carmel 7, Bishop Carroll nothing. Golden Eagles threatening. Quarter number 2 straight ahead.
American Family Insurance offers you the protection you need to
Wenninger Drilling. Their years of water well drilling experience can make your project go smooth and easy. And now Wenninger has all the parts and pumps with the best warranties in the business. Before you head to the big box stores for water well parts and pumps, call Wenninger Drilling. For new home water well drilling, call Wenninger Drilling. For service and repair of your water well, call Wenninger Drilling. Wenninger Drilling, the business that has been going in the hole for over 50 years.
Save big time with short-term classes at Butler Community College, offered on campus and online. These affordable classes are enrolling now and start soon. Click to learn more.
Our other sponsors, make sure you get out and see each and every one of them. If you're watching the live stream, it is provided by Butler Community College's athletic department. Those guys doing a fantastic job. We've got a monitor here in our broadcast booth so we can kind of see what you're seeing. So sit back and enjoy this football game between these two Catholic schools. Needham works out of the shotgun, has Hunter Trail and Jadon Williams in the backfield with him. He keeps after the belly read. Maybe not the best read right there, as Kapaun was ready for that. Nathan Fury comes in and stuffs it, and it's going to bring up a third down and short. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Needham's on the read there. Chose to pull the ball back and go really almost straight up over his center. Kapaun did a good job of really bottling up that traffic at that point for no gain.
Third down and short. Needham's works out of a 4-receiver set. 3 split off to his left. It's the wide side of the field. 1 here to the near side. Hunter Trail off to his left as well. Needham's throws quickly. Has his man caught on the outside. Getting a nice block. Can he get away? No, cannot. As Matt Holthusen does pick up the first down and get it inside the 5. Kind of stretched the ball out there at the end, but couldn't reach the pylon. They're going to mark him at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Golden Eagles from the 3.
You got Holthusen in the flat there on the top side of the field. Did a good job. Needham's getting the ball to him for the 1st and 10.
Now it's Hunter Trail's turn, and as he get in, touchdown. Bishop Carroll, Golden Eagles. Hunter Trail from 3 yards out scores and comes an extra point away from tying this football game up.
Well, there's your answer to that Crusader score right there, Doug. Great turnover there by the Golden Eagle defense, and offense for Bishop Carroll took full advantage with the score.
Point after attempt.
Jose Garcia on the PAT.
Snap down, kick up. Garcia puts it through. We got a tie ball game. 11:16 left to play here in the half after a good turnover by that Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle defense. They're able to capitalize right there. Got inside the red zone, the possession before. Had to turn it over. Actually, it was, we'll call it a blocked field goal. It was a line drive field goal that bounced off somebody's helmet to deny points. Defense comes out. First play of the game, gets the turnover, sets the Golden Eagles up inside the red zone, and they put 7 on the board. We got a great football game out here tonight at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium.
Absolutely. Let's see what Jim Nance does with his defense right here. I'm sure he's been able to kind of see some things about this Kapaun Mount Carmel offense and possibly make some adjustments.
Well, they've pretty much taken that fullback trap away from Doug Bates. He really hasn't been able to get free from that deal. But when they line up in that straight I formation and hand off to the tailback, that's where they seem to be doing the most damage. Yep. Let's see what Jim Nance has talked to about this defense. It's a platoon-style team here with Bishop Carroll, so you have 11 new on defense than you do on offense, so it gives Coach Nance a great opportunity to talk to his defensive players while the offense is on the field. Here is a high end-over-end kick. That thing's going to go out of the back of the end zone. Wow.
Great kick
Michael Pauly put his foot in that. Think he might be a little angry that he hit that line drive field goal attempt?
Yeah, it's like in golf, you know, you hit a bad shot, the next one you just pound.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me when I play the game.
Oh, I've seen better than that.
11:16 left to play here in the half. 7-7 football game between these two rivals. Well, we've filled a few more fans in here in the stands.
Kai Kuntz is going to start at quarterback here in this series, Doug, for Kapaun Mount Carmel.
We knew we would see Kai, a 6'3", 175-pound junior, tucks under center, hands off to his tailback. And that is Austin Ruda going nowhere. In fact, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. They will mark him back to about the 19-yard line.
Just a host of Golden Eagles over there on the stop. Boy, when you're a defensive coordinator, you see 5 guys around the ball, you smile. And that's exactly what happened right there. Bishop Carroll just did a great job on the stop.
Much better job. They got the message from Coach Nance. Let's see if they can stand strong here. Kai Kuntz from the shotgun wants to throw, looks right, throws right, has his man. I believe that is Stuhlsoltz over there on that far side making the catch.
Yep.
Can't quite make out the number from here. Actually, no, that is Will Ancho with the catch. And he is able to pick up about 5 yards. So a third down and about 5.5.
Either I'm getting older, those numbers are getting smaller.
Kuntz from the shotgun wants to throw again. Coming near side. Tiger Jones makes the catch at about the 32. Wrapped up right there, but it will be enough for a first down. He needed 5, and looks like he is going to get 6 if they'll move the chains for Kapaun.
Boy, Kai Kuntz on his passing, the last 2 passes, he really puts a floating ball out there. Doesn't put a lot of zip on it.
Ryan Birch was right there defending the out route coming to the near side.
Thought he may be able to make a play on that football.
Kuntz going to work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends, and now movement up front. That's going to back Kapaun up. That's their first flag of the game. It'll cost them 5 yards here on a first down.
That happens. You know, you get a new quarterback in there, and the cadence is a little bit different. The offensive line not used to that cadence. That can happen and almost expected.
So on a first down and 15, Kuntz will work out of the shotgun. Again, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Wants to just keep it and run right through the middle of that defense. Able to get close to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up 4. Second down and 11 coming. Nothing fancy there. Just a run right up the middle for Kuntz.
Kai Kuntz, 6'3", 175, a junior. He is he's got a great football body out there, that's for sure.
Carroll going to bring some pressure. And a holding call is going to be called as Kuntz floats this one down the field. It is caught, and that is Ethan Stuhlsoltz making the catch, but this will come back on a hold. Bishop Carroll showed the blitz on the far side. I believe that was Hayden Sage coming in from his linebacker position and just gets held. So after a long pass down the field, this will back Kapaun back up. It goes down in the books as a 10-yard penalty, but boy, it wiped a big gain away. And it will remain second down and long. 9:09 left in the half. 7-7 is our score between Bishop Carroll and Kapaun Mount Carmel. Kai Kuntz, the quarterback. The junior stays in the game. Running back off to his right. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends. Fumbles the snap and goes down inside the 5. And here comes a personal foul call. As Kuntz stumbled and went down, Andrew Husband came in and went in and hit him after he was already laying on the ground. This would have been a huge play by this Golden Eagle defense inside the 5, and this 15-yard penalty is going to get Kapaun out of trouble. And Jim Nance is not happy as Husband comes here to the near side.
Yeah, Kai Kuntz, again, the ball was snapped low. He struggled to get it. He fell on the ball, and obviously he's down at that point. Defender does not need to even touch the offensive player at that point in time, and just a mental mistake right there.
So it brings the football out to the 19. It will be a second down and long to go from the 19-yard line. Boy, that would have been a third down and long inside the 5 right there.
No doubt.
Kapaun does have to get it out to about the 41 to pick up a first down there at the 19. Now they're going to change it to third down. I thought it was going to be third down, but the ref said second originally. Kuntz keeps the snap after the belly read and is met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Golden Eagles and dropped right there. So this will bring up a fourth down. They'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, Bishop Carroll kind of dodged a bullet right there on that penalty that gave Kapaun better field position. However, good job by the defense right there. Get the stop in a punting situation here for the Crusaders.
Crusaders are going to punt it away. Punter will stand at about his own 10. Michael Polly, one of the return men, at the 45. He is standing near side. A low snap, but a huge booming punt. This is going to go over the head of Cade Gatchett and take a huge Crusader bounce. inside the 20 at the 17-yard line of Bishop Carroll. So the Golden Eagles, after tying this football game, have 8:06 to work with here in the first half, and they will start from their own 17-yard line.
About a 60-yard punt on that one right there.
It was a beautiful punt, spiraling kick down the field. Bishop Carroll with their second home game of the season. Their first 4 are right here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. And nothing bigger than the one they're playing in right now against their rival across town. Aiden Edens, a senior quarterback, comes out with this senior running back, Hunter Trail. He'll position him off to the right, working out of a 4-receiver set. Edens wants to throw, gets pressure, steps away from the pressure, now steps into the throw downfield. 2 receivers in the same area, but caught. It is Matt Holzhusen. He is inside the 20, inside the 15, down at the 13-yard line. Huge play on a first down for the Golden Eagles.
Edens did a great job. He got that ball in the shotgun formation, stepped up in the pocket. He had pressure around him. Threw that ball up into almost really.
There is a flag that is right here at about the 46. And there could be some pass interference right there. You had 2 receivers in the same area and about 3 defenders for Kapaun back there.
Yeah, very congested.
Will be unsportsmanlike against Kapaun Mount Carmel. So it happened after the play was over.
Nevertheless, what I was wanting to say to you, Doug, was Aiden Edens really had faith in his receivers. Sometimes as a quarterback, you have to step up and make a throw and just count on your receivers to really battle for the football. And right there, Holthusen did just that. I mean, in heavy congested traffic, that young man battled for the ball, wanted it more than anybody else, and secured it for a big, big gain.
I got that as 71 yards down the field. 7:54. And after the penalty, it will move the Golden Eagles even closer. Football at the 6. Inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone. Golden Eagles going to try to take their first lead of this football game.
We talked about rhythm earlier in this game. Right now, Bishop Carroll, this offense is feeling that rhythm, having some success, momentum. Things are working for the offense. Give a lot of credit to that offensive line, too. Havlicek and Purvis.
Now we got another flag. Oh, no, he's just tossing it back to the official. The official didn't pick it up. All right. Well, I didn't know the way this thing has been going.
Give it up one more time for the Bishop Carroll Screaming Eagle Music Bowl.
That right now are doing remote learning. The one thing that I was really pleased to see that the Board of Education did here was to make that you have to stay eligible. I mean, you've got to be able to keep up your grades. You've got to be able to participate in your class assignments in order to stay eligible. And I'm pretty sure that was also a directive from Keisha.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great to see that, because we want to make sure we're putting our priorities first, and as academics need to be before athletics, and so fortunately our board, when this over the summer, decided that to put in a remote learning policy that would allow for schools that are doing strictly remote learning, or remote learning of some sort, I guess I should say, not just strictly, that those kids that are involved in that are still going to be eligible to participate in activities. Because before, our policy was a little different with virtual students. This is different. It's called remote, because we know that someone at that school is actually teaching the kids. It felt us a little more comfortable to allow something like this to take place. So it's good that some school districts haven't adopted that remote, because they're offering in-person classes, and they think, hey, if you're going to play for our football team on Friday nights, then you might as well be in our school as well. So, and I respect that decision, that they totally have that authority. And so it's been interesting to see how people fall on that, but nonetheless, they have that option.
I think so many times when we think of Keisha, a lot of people think that it's athletics. Well, part of Keisha is activities as well. So this wasn't something that you and everybody at Keisha could just sit down and say, okay, let's figure out sports schedules. You had all the other activities, whether it's choir, drama, band, whatever it may be, that you had to deal with as well.
Absolutely. We are one of probably, I think, about 23 or 24 other state associations like ourselves that incorporate activities as well. So we don't want to monopolize sports and say that they're the only things that can take over the calendar. That would be cannibalizing our own selves if we did that, because we believe that every kid that's on the athletic field should be in the auditorium and theater as well. So we want to provide opportunities for all the spectrum of kids, and so you're right. We have to always we can't just narrow our focus. It's got to be vast and cast a wide net for the variety of different students.
Bill Faflick has been on our game plan show many times, a couple of times here during all this COVID-19 outbreak. And the one thing that he said that I thought really hit home about a month and a half ago was the fact that this is not a year to think about state championships. This is a year to think about participation. And I think in talking to a lot of coaches and athletic directors, they really took that message to heart.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And he put it eloquently to say that. We obviously are still, as of right now, planning to offer championships. It's just that they're going to look, they could look different from the fact that, we might not have full stands, or, it's impossible to predict. So so the reason for that message is we don't know what the future exactly holds for us in a month or two from now. But we do know that we can get on the field or court or classroom and do it safely. So let's take advantage of it, focus on doing that step by step, week by week. And if we get to the inevitable closing for a championship, then that's great. But we know what we can do now, so let's take advantage of the now and not worry about what the future could behold. Let's not jeopardize what we have now when we're trying to concern ourselves with what we don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And, and speaking of the state championships, should we get to that point, football has always been played across multiple locations. Now, I don't know if this was just a social media hope that we can get to one site, or if this was actually something that Keisha could be considering this year with the pandemic, that it may be safer to play at one site. Where are we at with that at this point in time?
Well, we always are evaluating where we're at with championships. I can tell you I don't know if there's a large movement to go to one site this year, just because, we just haven't evaluated that aspect of it. I don't know if we really would have a stadium that would allow us to do all that this year. Maybe some year in the future, could we get to one site? We'll always look at it to see if that's the right move for Kansas. But for this fall, we've got to, because as you know, we use a lot of our university sites, and some of those, like Pitt State and Torrey State, they're not even playing football. So will they let us in that stadium? We don't know that yet. Those are conversations that are taking place, but no one wants to make a final decision just yet. As like I said earlier, we don't know where this is going to move in the next month or two. But every year it gets talked about moving to one location, and on the social media world and the public, and we like those conversations because it lets us know how people feel about that, and it lets us open our eyes to see what's out there. And trust me, we've talked to everyone, including Sporting Kansas City. We've been in meetings with them. We're not. It's not like we don't have connections with them. It's not like those conversations don't take place. But I think some people think they don't, but they do. And we'll
make our job a little bit easier. But
you can feel the passion and support. That's why I love Butler so much.
Whatever your age or background, when you make the decision to join the Butler family, it only matters where you're going. Butler is with you every step of the way. And with 7 campuses and online options, new classes are always forming.
There were so many times I thought about quitting, but they never quit on me.
Get to your goal. It all starts with one class.
I started at Butler to get my GED, but because of Butler, I can support my children as a certified nurse aide.
At Butler Community College, we know your success is often shared with others. When you choose Butler, our helpful advisors and instructors guide and tutor you along your educational path, and the benefits can be far-reaching.
Butler has given me the confidence to show my kids we can do it.
Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow together. Enroll now for spring classes. Learn more at butlercc.edu.
College? I wasn't sure what to expect.
I just know I was expecting more. More choices.
More direction. More one-on-one.
More passion.
More push. More drive.
More of a kick in the pants.
Knock it out of the park. And this is my launch pad.
And now I know. Tomorrow.
My tomorrow is going to be more extraordinary than I ever expected.
Right here.
Right here. Right here. At Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
oil change. From brakes to tune-ups and transmission repairs, AutoTech Service does it all. Find them online at autotechwichita.com or come see them on West Central, just west of West Street. AutoTech Service, your one-stop automotive repair shop.
Southern Kansas Contractors. Those are people you need to get to know, friends. I did, and I'm happy. Painting is their specialty. If you need something like your home or your business painted, interior walls, ceilings, exterior trim and siding, or if you need some roofing, gutters, they'll do it all. Southern Kansas Contractors. Give them a call for a free estimate. That's right, free. And for the best price in the business, call Chad right now at 316-518-9850 or see their Facebook page, Southern Kansas Contractors.
Punching in late?
Yeah, I was getting my car fixed.
So you went to the wrong place.
How?
Because Central Auto Repair and Electric could have given you a ride to work and fixed your car.
No way.
Yes way. Central Auto Repair and Electric is a full-service shop with certified technicians to fix vehicles of all makes and models. They're known for lightning-fast turnaround time and will guarantee their work. And yes, they even have VIP shuttle service to take you where you need to go. So don't punch the clock late. Get to work on time by going to Central Auto Repair and Electric, 975 Northwest Street in Wichita.
One of a parent's biggest worries is letting their teen get behind the wheel of a vehicle. That's why getting professional, personal instruction.
In the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
In Kansas, call Trevor Harris at 316-942-7887 or online at harrisagencyinc.com.
This is Bishop Carroll football on Sports Radio KGSO.
All right, you got us back the way that you are used to hearing us, which means we're back up on the live stream provided by Butler Community College and their athletic department. We apologize for what happened there about midway through the second quarter. Hopefully if you were listening on the live stream, you were also able to tune in on 1410 AM, 93.9 FM, Fox Sports Radio Wichita KGSO. Because we did go to the phone and at least give you as much of that second quarter all the way up until halftime when the Golden Eagles kicked a field goal, a 21-yarder to go up 17-14 at half over Kapaun Mount Carmel. This has been a tough game for both sides. It has been a physical game, and I'm anxious to see what the second half brings. Kapaun will get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, and make note that field goal to go up by 3 happened about 2 seconds before halftime, so right there at the end of that second quarter, Golden Eagles were able to elevate and get a 3-point lead going into the locker room.
I know we got some other scores at half, too. Not a whole lot, but a few that we can report on.
I've got a few from the area, Doug. Kind of a surprising game up in Newton. Derby 16, Newton 14. The Goddard Lions have a lead over the Valley Center Hornets 20-6. Mays and Campus are hitting heads tonight, 27-7. The Mays Eagles are ahead in that game. Mays South 48, Salina South 6. Andale is throwing a shutout against Mulvane right now, 36-0. A couple games out of the area of interest, especially to Bishop Carroll. St. Thomas Aquinas 14, St. James 0. Mill Valley, who just absolutely handled Derby last week, is up on DeSoto 35-7. Both of those scores are at halftime.
Our score here is Bishop Carroll 17 and the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders 14. Again, Kapaun will get the football to start this second half. I can't give you any stats at halftime. We had our stat sheet going pretty good, and then once I had to go to the phone and start calling that game, it was hard for me to track stats at the same time. I can tell you that prior to that moment, this was a pretty evenly matched game. Both teams had big plays through the air here in the first half. Both teams were running the football fairly well, so I would imagine if we had the halftime stats here, they would be pretty even. I've been impressed, quite frankly, with both of these quarterbacks. They've both thrown the ball very well in Andrew Jamino and a Needens. Bishop Carroll is going to kick off, and they will kick off from north to south or from right to left. Michael Pauly will do the honors. A couple of guys standing right at about the goal line. Jamino is one of them, along with Cale Curtis. This is a high end-over-end kick, and it'll be fielded by Curtis at the 10. He comes near side, trying to find a little bit of a seam, but stacked up at about the 26-yard line. So it is a 16-yard return, and that is where Kapaun Mount Carmel will take over.
Good kick coverage there by the Golden Eagles. Philip Eck on that stop. Sophomore defensive back. He's playing special teams right now very effectively. Jamino sets up shop here, Doug. Start this third quarter.
He's going to work with two tight ends and a wide out off to his left, two backs in the backfield. Jamino keeps himself, and he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up.
Let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Jim Nance made at halftime with his defensive squad here.
Christian Barrientos was in there on that stop, along with Wilson Eustace. Jamino tucks under center, straight I formation behind him. Two tight ends and a wide out. Play action pass, rolls to his left, throws left. Pass is caught on the far sideline, and able to pick up a first down is Joe Ackerman, the tight end, who just snuck out on an out route towards his own sideline. Was wide open, nobody there to cover him. He will pick up 12 yards, and it'll be a first down for Kapaun Mount Carmel as the football is spotted at the 38-yard line.
Well executed rollout pass there by Jamino to Ackerman.
Rolled left and is a left-handed quarterback. Jamino under center, straight I, hands off to Ruda. He finds a little bit of a crease on that left side of his offensive line, and a nice gain on first down. Up to the 43-yard line. It is a gain of about 5.
Ruda does a good job of running forward. In other words, any time that he goes down, he usually gets another yard or two by virtue of his posture.
They found some success out of this power set with two tight ends in the game and a wide out of that straight I. Doug Bates looks to take the handoff right there, and boy, he has met at the line of scrimmage. This Bishop Carroll defense all night long has taken that fullback trap completely away, and that is a big power play. Andrew Husband, who came in from his linebacker position, was one of the first guys to meet Doug Bates, and he pretty much wrapped up Jamino and Doug Bates at the same time in the backfield. Third down after a loss of 1. It's a 3rd and 6. Jamino out of the shotgun. Two tight ends in the game. Jamino wants to run left after the belly read, and he's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be marked just about a half a yard short as he pushes the ball to the 47-yard line. This is going to be 4th down.
Inches.
And very short. So a good 6-yard run right there. Almost got the first down. And escaping offense will stay on the field. Jamino under center, two tight ends in the game, and he just runs a quarterback sneak and gets almost broken loose. Boy, Jamino just exploded right over his center and almost broke loose before he was brought down. Gets to the 45-yard line of Bishop Carroll, a gain of 6 and a first down. Kapaun moving quickly. Jamino under center. This time the fullback trap works. Doug Bates actually runs over one of his offensive linemen. It was kind of a reverse trap play that time as Jamino just turned around, handed the ball, and then reversed out like he was running the option. I think that moved some linebackers over. That's the biggest gain we've seen out of that play all game long. That is a gain of 13.
Yeah, Bates, and when he gets momentum going, Doug, he is tough to bring down.
Jamino hands off to Ruda. He just follows Bates through the hole. They're just picking up junk yardage now as far as 4 and 5 yards and a cloud of dust before Bishop Carroll is able to make the stop. Barrientos in on the stop again right there, but not until there was a 4-yard gain by Ruda.
Well, those Golden Eagle linebackers really have to read these plays, read these holes, and wrap up.
Jamina under center, straight I formation. There's that fullback trap again, and Doug Bates again gets through the line of scrimmage.
Got a first down.
He's going to pick up 9 and a first down. Close to the 20 at the 21 of Bishop Carroll. 8:58 and counting here in the third quarter. 17-14. Golden Eagles on top. First possession of the second half and a nice drive going for the Crusaders.
Noah Redcorn has to check out of the ball game. Little nicked up right there after that play. Offensive lineman for Kapaun.
Staying with the power set. Jamino hands off. This time a nice defensive play. by Andrew By. A defensive end makes the stop on Ruda. A very short gain on the play. They might spot him about a yard forward. Actually, no. They're going to say no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Golden Eagles need a turnover right now defensively.
2 tight ends. They've ran it throughout the entire series. 1 wide out here to the near side. Jamino rolling near side. Getting pressure, stepping away from the pressure. Reverses his field, goes back the other way. Jamino weaving his way through traffic. Ran about 13 yards to pick up about 6 right there. So a 3rd down and 4 coming. Does get inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Jamino is a crafty little runner. He finds his way out of kind of messes every once in a while.
And Jamino on a hard count gets the Golden Eagles to jump. This should give them a 1st down. It looks like he needed right about 5 for a 1st down, maybe 4.5, but I think this will move the chains.
Yep. I think you're right.
Well, no, they're going to say it's going to be a little bit, well, let's see. They're going to spot it at the 11. Yeah, they did move it. Okay. Boy, it just had by the nose of the football right there. Power set. Power I formation. Jamino under center with 1 wide out off to his right. Hands off to his big fullback. And he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Such a big kid, though, with power as Doug Bates. And he's able to go forward. Now we got a late flag.
Yeah, this is going to be a personal foul. A little extracurricular activity after the play was blown dead inside that Continental Truck Accessory red zone.
It had been about a 3-yard gain. And this call is going to go against Bishop Carroll. Matthew Morrell, outside linebacker. And this will be an unsportsmanlike conduct called against him. So that marks the football inside the 5. Opening drive of the 2nd half. And the Crusaders threatening. Jamino under center. Hands off to Ruda. He's hit. Is he kept out of the end zone or did he go through? Nope. They're going to say he got stopped just a little bit shy. Down to about the 1-yard line. Golden Eagles defense really needs to bow up right here on a 1st down and goal. From the 1, Jamino under center. Quarterback sneak. And that defense was there, but I think the power of Jamino may have got him in. Let's see. And no, they are going to spot him short. So good defense right up front. Ben Purvis, who usually plays on the offensive line, came in, was in on part of the stop, along with Gabriel Havlock, who plays on the offensive line as well, putting a couple of big guys there on that goal line defense.
They're going both ways right now.
2nd down and goal from the 1. Jamino hands off to Doug Bates, and he gets in for the touchdown. Kapaun Mount Carmel going to regain the lead with 6:34 left to play in the 1st half. I'm sorry, 2nd half. Appreciate that out of my spotter.
When Coach Trail mentioned, that this may be a kind of a last possession kind of a game, it was pretty prophetic. Right now, it kind of bodes that way. It could come down to that because really both these teams kind of just going back and forth, trading touchdowns, trading punches.
Isaac Smits gets the point after. 21-17, Kapaun on top. 6:34 left to go in the 3rd. Back after this.
It's outdoor living time, and if you're ready to make your backyard look like a paradise, call Burwell Construction. Outdoor living can be so much more enjoyable with a new patio cover built to suit you and your family, or a brand new deck so you can host all of your friends this spring and summer. Burwell Construction has been a trusted name for over 30 years. It's outdoor living time with Burwell Construction. Find them online at burwellconstruction.com.
If it's built well, it's Burwell. Burwell Construction.
The Laundry Station, easily accessible on Oliver at Kellogg, offers the highest quality possible for a fair price to their customers. And one of the many things that makes it fun and easy to save at the Laundry Station is the Speed Queen app. Just download the app to your smartphone and receive $5 in rewards. Then for every $20 spent on washers and dryers, you'll receive another $1 in rewards. And don't forget convenient drop-off service for both laundry and dry cleaning. The Laundry Station, online at thelaundrystationks.com.
Kapaun takes the opening drive of the 2nd half down and scores. Now a high kick It is fielded by Cade Gatchett. Pretty good return there as he fielded inside the 5. Gets it out to close to the 30. We'll mark him down, I think, somewhere around the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Gatchett with a nice return there, tackled by Ethan Stulsatz on the play. But Carroll sets up shop, good field position, about the 29-yard line, their own 29, that is.
So Carroll needs to try to answer the call right here if they can. As they're down 21-17 to Kapaun. Needens works out of the shotgun. He'll go with 2 tight end set. Now shifts a man from left to right. Hunter Trail in the backfield. Hand off to Trail. Trail runs away from the pressure as he goes to the right towards the middle of the field. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Second down and 6 coming up for Bishop Carroll. Needens working out a 4-receiver set here. 2 split to both sides. Trail off to his left. From the shotgun, Needens wants to throw. Looks left, comes left. Noah Ferguson makes a good catch with his hands. Gets across the 40, close to the 45. That's going to be a gain of about 10 yards and a 1st down. So a good 1st down catch by Noah Ferguson. 3 receivers in the football game. Hunter Trail takes the handoff. Just nothing fancy there. Plows straight forward, and Trail with a nice run into Kapaun Mount Carmel territory at the 49. He'll pick up 6, 2nd down and 4 coming up. This is what Carroll does a lot, man. When they give up a score, they've been so good at answering the call over the last couple of seasons. This offense just gets efficient right here, and they've got to keep this drive going.
Hunter with just a great dive play right there. Picked up 6 on the play. Just straight over his center, Doug.
2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the football game. Now they go unbalanced line to the right of Needens. He hands off to Trail. Trail tries to weave his way through traffic and then gets popped. Boy, Jackson Powers, middle linebacker, kind of read that all the way. Hunter picked up maybe a yard. This will be a big 3rd down coming up for Bishop Carroll. From the 48-yard line of Kapaun Mount Carmel.
Love to be able to see Needens have a run-pass option. In other words, maybe kind of a rollout kind of play. Might work in this situation with 3rd and 4.
Haven't seen Aiden run the ball a lot out of that belly read. Let's see what he does here on 3rd down. 4 receivers in the game, 3 to the far side, 1 here to the near as Bishop Carroll moves from north to south or right to left. Needens wants to throw quick, has to bring it down, getting pressure, getting away from that pressure, now throws. Noah Ferguson makes the catch inside the 40. Noah Ferguson inside the 20 and brought down at about the 16-yard line. They'll mark him at the 18-yard line in a big play. Give a lot of credit to Aiden Needens right there. Got away from the pressure, thought he was going to take off and run, and he just pulled the trigger and found Noah Ferguson for a big play.
Yeah, Needens really with a lot of poise on that play, scampered out of the trouble right there. Found Noah Ferguson for the big strike. Inside that Continental Truck accessory red zone again.
From the 18-yard line of Kapaun, working with 4 receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Needens looking right, getting pressure, and goes down. Boy, a lot of credit right there to Kapaun Mount Carmel and Will Doolittle. He fought through the block of Hunter Trail, kind of almost went over the top of him. That's not easy to do. Hunter Trail, a very tough physical kid that wrestles for this Bishop Carroll team, and Doolittle dropped Needens. That's a big loss on the play of 7 yards. Actually 6 yards as they'll mark it at the 24. Needens working out of the shotgun. 4 receivers in the football game. Looks left, throws left.
There you go.
Has Holsusen, who makes a good run after the catch.
1st and goal.
That's a big play. As he gets to the 6. Wow, gain of 17.
Yeah, Holthusen kind of, again, out of that flat, used the wide side of the football field to kind of meander down right there into that 1st and goal situation here for the Carroll Golden Eagles.
Going to go big here inside the 10. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the game. Now they shift to an unbalanced line here to the near side. Hand off to Hunter Trail. Trail ducks his head right into traffic. Maybe he had a little bit of a lane had he pushed it out here a little further, but you can't keep contact away from that young man. As he's able to pick up a couple, he'll get to the 5, second down and goal from the 5.
When honestly, Doug, he didn't have a lot to work with. Hunter really did kind of get those 2 yards on his own. That was just determination. Resulted in that 2-yard pickup.
And mark him at the 4, so he picked up one more than I thought. Trail in the backfield with Needens working out of the shotgun. They'll stay with the power set. Trail will get the handoff again, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. They answer the call as Kapaun Mount Carmel goes down and scores to start the half. And now we got a touchdown here, but a late flag.
I think this is going to go against Kapaun Mount Carmel. A little extracurricular activity after the play was over. This is a rivalry game, and I'll tell you what, spirits are high, if you know what I mean.
No doubt about it. Bishop Carroll will regain the lead here. If they can get this extra point, they can go up by 3. Let's decide, though, or see what Dusty Trail wants to do here after this flag after the play.
Yeah, I'd go for 2.
It depends on what they're going to do here and where they'll mark it. Oh, these are offsetting.
Okay.
No, you kick the extra point, so you go up by 3.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So Bishop Carroll will bring the extra point team in on the field. Jose Garcia has been doing the honors. Michael Pauly kicked the first one, or tried the field goal and kind of kicked a line drive, and since then Jose Garcia has stepped in and been kicking all the extra points after that. Nice answer by the Golden Eagles on that drive. Snap down, kick up.
Got it.
And Garcia puts it through the uprights. 3-point lead by the Golden Eagles, 24-21. 2:37 left to play in the third. Back after this.
Fall has a certain feel to it, like no other. And if you're the type of person that likes to get things done outside, there's nothing like the feel of steel in your grip to get the job done. Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays has perhaps the best selection of steel power equipment in western Wichita, maybe south central Kansas. Check out the steel products that have earned the most praise from owners like you at Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays, 5204 North Mays Road, where we take pride in serving you.
When it comes time to making sure your vehicle performs its best, do what I do. Count on AutoTech service on West Central. Having good tires on your vehicle is an important part of maintenance and safety. At AutoTech, they can get any make of tire you're looking for the best price. And don't forget, AutoTech is home of the $29.95 oil change. From brakes to tune-ups and transmission repairs, AutoTech service does it all. Find them online at AutoTechWichita.com or come see them on West Central, just west of West Street. AutoTech service, your one-stop automotive repair shop.
Bishop Carroll answers the call right there. They take a 3-point lead at 2:37 left to play in the third. 24-21 is our score. Golden Eagles on top. Set to kick off is Michael Pauly. Little pooch kick going to the far sideline. And can they get it? Boy, that almost worked out perfectly. But give a lot of credit to Kapaun Mount Carmel. I'll get you a number here in a minute for making a catch. You got one of the bigger guys over there on that far side. And Jacob Weirn was able to just haul it in. He got popped right when he did. That almost worked out perfectly for what they were trying to do. It will set Kapaun actually up in pretty good field position right here.
I like the call. You know, I like the pooch kick play right there. Little riverboat gambling going on there by Coach Trail.
From their own 43 to start this series.
There you
Doug
go.
Bates gets the handoff, and he is met in the hole. Nice play. Braden Weber, a sophomore at 220 pounds, was one of the first guys in to make that stop for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for Kapaun.
Yeah, Weber did a great job just standing Bates up right there and laying him down. Just you talk about a wrestling move. There was one right there.
2 tight ends, 1 receiver in the game off to the left. Straight eye formation. Jamino rolling to his left, wants to throw. Finds his man far side. Caught. Tightrope in the sidelines on that far side of the field. Joe Ackerman, the tight end. They've went to him a couple of times on that little out route. Carroll hasn't brought anybody up to cover him. As the wide receiver runs off the corner, nobody's getting out there, and that's a good play and a gain of 7, 3rd down and 3.
Huge down right here. 3rd and 3, 2:02 left to go in this third quarter.
Almost from the midfield stripe. Jamino out of the shotgun, fakes, keeps, and picks up the first down. Thought he was going to be stopped there. Barrientos got his hand in on him, but just couldn't slow Jamino down. Quick little quarterback. And he's able to pick up the first down. I believe, where are they going to spot this at? We're going to look at a measurement on this?
Pretty darn close, if you ask me.
Our white hat's going to come in and say first down.
That dadgum white hat. Got a lot of respect for the officials. They do
No
a great
doubt.
job.
And you know
Great
what?
job.
There's such a shortage of them
Oh,
here.
I know. And they're working like triple time. So hats off.
A lot of these guys working tonight will work those City League games tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Jamino out of the shotgun, has both of his running backs, Bate and Ruda. In the backfield, he decides to keep it himself after the belly read. And he'll pick up a few. Give him 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Coming up to the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. 24-21, Bishop Carroll on top of Kapaun. Hard-fought football game so far. Nothing fancy here out of Kapaun. They're running power set from the far hash as they move from left to right. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver in the game, straight eye formation. Jamino wants to run the option, gets the pitch out to Ruda, and a good open field tackle here on the near side of the football field. That is Cooper Busing, who has come in and just made a very good open field tackle. Young man had a fantastic game last week against Junction City. Haven't called his name a ton tonight, but a good play right there to bring up a 3rd down and long and a loss of 1 on the play.
And that's a sophomore making a big play out there, Doug, on defense.
From the 44, Carroll faithful up on their feet. Straight eye formation, 2 tight ends. 3rd down and long. Jamino rolling left, getting pressure from the backside. Now lets it go. It is caught by Doug Bates, the fullback, out of the backfield, able to run over a defender by Bishop Carroll on that far sideline and picks up the 1st down. That is a gain of 9.
Big play there by the Crusaders on that 1st and 10.
And I think whoever he hit over there I'm trying to get the number, laying on his back. He got back up to his feet and then laid back down. I believe that is Ryan Birch, who is a starting cornerback here for Bishop Carroll. Doug Bates made a pop over there. He just kind of got the best of Birch on that far sidelines, and now Birch is down on his back. 9 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. It is a 24-21 lead by the Golden Eagles.
Both teams take a knee here in respect for the injury, which is great sportsmanship.
He originally got back up after that pop on that far sideline and then went down, and sometimes your adrenaline's going so much after you make that initial hit that you pop back up and then you realize, man, something's not feeling right.
Right, yeah.
So let's see what we got as Dusty Trell makes his way out on the field as well. And maybe just gets the wind knocked out of him or something. He's back up.
He's requiring a little bit of assistance. A little woozy right there.
Yeah.
Is Ryan.
And that may be part of the issue right there with Ryan after that big pop. And again, that tends to happen sometimes. Your adrenaline just flows and you don't realize it until you stand up, and all of a sudden you kind of get that little head rush and decide, you know what, I think I better sit back down. So let's see.
Yeah, Birch, a junior.
They are kind of holding his right shoulder a little bit. He could just.
He might have just had a little stinger.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's all it is.
Birch will leave the field.
Great kid, by the way.
Busing is going to go over to his side, and they will shift Peter Burns, a junior, over to play left corner. Doug Bates. Austin Ruda in the backfield in the straight eye formation. 2 tight ends on first down. Jamino wants to throw, tries to go after the young corner and does complete the pass. They went right after Peter Burns, who just checked in, and the pass was completed downfield to Isaac Schmitz. And it is a big play inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone to the 12-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the third. 24-21, Carroll on top. Kapaun threatening with a first down when we come back. 1 quarter left to play. You are listening to coverage of Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO.
In sports,
quarter action getting ready to get underway out here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. We've had one well of a football game between these two parochial schools. And right now it is Kapaun Mount Carmel threatening to regain this lead. 24-21, Golden Eagles on top. Kapaun Mount Carmel at the 12 of the Golden Eagles in a first down. Two tight ends, one receiver in the game, straight I formation. Jamino under center, hands off to Ruda, and he is popped. Maybe got about a yard on the play as Cade Gatchett came in. That senior defensive back, he's been a 2-year starter. Makes a nice stop, only a 2-yard gain on the play. 2nd 8 coming up.
Gatchett 9 tackles against Junction City. Just got in the action right there.
Boy, Weston Charts has liked this power set, 2 tight end set here so far in the second half. He's stuck with it all half long to this point. Play action pass. Jamino rolling near side. Rolling left, wants to throw left. Jamino has some speed, gets to the corner, and touchdown. Jamino, the senior quarterback, and a flag is down. Let's see if there was a hold out here on the edge that helped spring him. But, boy, you saw his jets right there. Young man's quick. A little discussion with our officiating crew. Wanted to throw it. Kind of a run-pass option as they rolled him left. He is a left-handed quarterback. And once he saw the seam, he turned on the afterburners and was able to get in the end zone. And according to the Kapaun Mount Carmel players, they say that this thing is going to stand. We still don't have a call from the official yet on what the call is going to be. I'm not sure what you would have thrown as a flag out here because it was deep into his run on the defensive side.
Kind of out in the open field as well.
So it will be a touchdown.
Horse collar tackle.
Nobody got tackled.
No.
So I'm not sure. The ball carrier walked into the end zone.
He was untouched.
Usually they would just call that a hold, but I guess we'll see. Isaac Schmitz, the junior, will try the point after. Snap down, kind of a bobbled snap, but Schmitz and Holder able to put it through. Kapaun regains the lead, 28-24, 11-25. Left to play here in this fourth quarter. Since we just started the fourth quarter, we'll keep it right there. Boy, it's a heavyweight boxing match right now.
It is.
Trading punches back and forth. Kapaun's been able to score twice in the second half. Carroll scoring once. Now this Golden Eagle offense is going to go back out on the field. Can they answer the call again?
Well, they must answer the call. And, you know, in that week one, that 29-28 victory, in a close one, I mean, that helps psychologically. That helps a team in a situation like this where you're kind of trading scores. It really does give them some confidence that, hey, you know, we can come back. We can win this thing. And I look for the Golden Eagles to answer that score right there with a drive down the football field.
And in that football game last week, we were a little bit further on in the fourth quarter than we are now. But that last touchdown drive that Carroll had, they ate a lot of clock. They methodically worked their way down the field.
I'd like to see that here.
I would, too. At the 11:25 mark, you need to work a lot of clock. I think we were closer to about the 6.5-minute mark when they did it the last time and then scored with 1:30 left to go in the football game. After the penalty, this is just going to fly in the end zone as the football was kicked off at the 45-yard line of Carroll, and Isaac Schmidt put his foot into it and booted the thing almost over the fence on that south side. So, yeah, if you can figure out offensively how to methodically work your way down the field, just pick up yardage, move the chains, and try to eat some of this clock and get a score,
right,
I think you're going to be in pretty good shape here. You can't afford a 3 and out, that's for sure.
Nope. Just need to execute right here.
Let's see how big that penalty call was, too, because now Carroll starts from their own 20, so they have 80 yards of field turf in front of them. 3 receivers in the game, 2 to the left of Needens, 1 here to his right. Trail in the backfield gets the handoff and finds a seam. Hunter Trail in the open field. Hunter Trail across the 40. Hunter Trail trying to fight off a tackler and gets it up close to the 50. They will mark him at the 48-yard line. That is a pickup of 28 and a first down.
Yeah, Hunter right there off of his left guard. Finally found a little bit of breathing room and broke 3 for that big gain. Just nice run in there, trying to run away from that defense. Super play and first down.
Trail will take a quick break on the sidelines. Jadon Williams will check in. 180-pound senior. This kid's got a nice frame to him. He'll set off to the right of Needens, working out of the shotgun. 3 receivers in the game. He'll hand off to Jadon Williams. Jadon picks his way over that left side of the offensive line. Somebody, I think, may have got a little premature with the fireworks there. I'm not sure what that was.
What was that?
A couple little booms here. 10:30 and counting here in the fourth. Carroll's down by 4, 28-24. Got a second down and 8 to go.
Both teams with 3 timeouts each, so they've got that to manage.
From the midfield stripe, 2 receivers near side. Football in the near hash, 1 on the far. Needon's looking near side, has to roll away from pressure.
Nice.
Has Gallardo down and just overshot him. Boy, Gallardo had a step on Cale Curtis, and Needon's could not connect.
Boy, Oscar did a good job of really kind of reading that defender and then breaking free, getting some space right there.
Kind of a sit-and-go route here.
Tough
on this
throw.
near sideline.
Yeah, tough throw for Aiden right there. He was on the run.
And give Kapaun a lot of credit. They kind of made him move off his spot by bringing some backside pressure.
Yep, for sure. All right, big down here.
Third down and 8. Hunter Trail back in the game, off to the left of Needons. He'll work out of a 4-receiver set. Football in the middle of the field at the 50. Needons drops straight back, looks left, throws over the middle, and the pass is batted down. Braxton Powers got a hand up and tipped it. It brings up 4th down with 10:03 left to play in the quarter from the 50. Boy, are they going to gamble with it here. Offense stays on the field. 4 receivers in the game, 2 on both sides. Now they check the sidelines. Needons makes the call. I think he'll drop back and quick kick it.
I do too.
And he does. Gets a high kick. Nobody back there for Kapaun. And it does take a Bishop Carroll roll. It will get inside the 5 at the 4. So a nice special teams play right there by Bishop Carroll. 9:53 left to play. 28-24. Kapaun on top. Quick timeout back after this.
It's outdoor living time, and if you're ready to make your backyard look like a paradise, call Burwell Construction. Outdoor living can be so much more enjoyable with a new patio cover built to suit you and your family, or a brand new deck so you can host all of your friends this spring and summer. Burwell Construction has been a trusted name for over 30 years. It's outdoor living time with Burwell Construction. Find them online at burwellconstruction.com.
If it's built well, it's Burwell. Burwell Construction.
After a good special teams play inside the 4, defense needs to step up right here. Jamino out of the straight eye, hands off to his big fullback, Doug Bates. Has popped a couple of them for positive yards. But right there, that Carroll defense able to bow up and limit him to about a 1-yard gain, maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah, Braden Weber led that charge on the defense there for Bishop Carroll, followed by about 3 or 4 other Golden Eagles there on the tackle. We need to strip.
Second down and 8. Jamino under center, straight eye formation, 2 tight ends in the football game. Hands off to Ruda. Ruda with a little bit more running room as he runs over that right side of his offensive line. Not much. It will bring up a 3rd down and manageable, about 6 to go. Need a stop right here for the Golden Eagle defense. You want them to punt from back here.
Just wonder if Weston's got enough confidence in his passing game. Jamino is a good passer. He is good throwing on the run. Yep, look for the run-pass option to Jamino.
Wide side of the field is to his left. He's a left-handed thrower. Likes the play-action pass, moving to his left. Has 1 wide out off to his left. And here he comes with the play-action to his left. He's getting pressure, steps away from it, and they bring him down. The Golden Eagle defense holds right there. Kapaun Mount Carmel will have to punt out of their own end zone. This should set up Bishop Carroll in some great field position. Great defensive play on that far side. And in on that tackle was Andrew By.
Yeah, really good job there of really seeing the field there by the defenders, fighting off blocks there, giving Jamino that kind of pressure and bringing him down there. Loss on the play.
8:14 left to play in this football game. Cade Gatchett going to stand at about his own 45 awaiting this punt. Oh, boy, another nice high punt. Gatchett didn't field it, and it takes a Kapaun Mount Carmel bounce.
That's where you got a fair catch that ball.
36-yard line is where the Golden Eagles will take over their own 36. Man, an opportunity right there to get some good field position, but just did not come over and fair catch the football. Great punt. Nice high punt.
Absolutely.
Give a lot of credit to Kapaun.
Well, you fair catch that, and you're 14 yards probably to the good there with the fair catch.
Would have had it maybe at 45, 46.
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
So let's see if Needens in this offense can make something happen. Stalled out at the 50-yard line on their last drive. Haven't been stalled out much this game so far. 7:53 down by 4, 28-24. Two tight ends in the game, two receivers. Hunter Trail gets the handoff, just tries to run through the middle of that Kapaun defense. That Kapaun defense been pretty stout up the middle all game long. Jackson Powers, one guy I saw in on the stop. Braxton Powers in there as well.
Power squared right there.
No doubt. And a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Holthusen, Noah Ferguson, Tate Blasey off to the left of Needens. Got Oscar Gallardo with a one-on-one coverage here on the near side, which is the short side of the field. Football on the near hash. Let's see if he tries to get Gallardo open over Kel Curtis again. Throws quick. Out, caught, far side. Tate Blasey makes the catch and able to get some nice positive yardage before he's wrapped up. He'll be close to the 45. They'll mark him at the 44. They'll bring up a 3rd down and very short to go.
Yeah, Tate right there, the sophomore. A lot of poise catching that football.
Will Doolittle is down on the ground. He's had a nice game tonight for Kapaun Mount Carmel.
Will Doolittle is a football player, too. Man, oh, man, has he had a good game.
6'1", 200-pound junior. And now he's back up on his feet. He will have to go over to the sideline, take at least one play off. So you got a 3rd down and 2 coming up. Football's at the 44-yard line. Got plenty of time to work with. 3 timeouts in your pocket if you're Dusty Trail. Just need to be patient right here and work your offense. You don't need big chunks. You just need to keep picking up 1st downs and eat up some clock, go down and score and get out of here.
Single back set with Hunter Trail, looks like.
They will work with 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers split to both sides. Now they shift a man from left to right. Hunter Trail takes the handoff, bounces his way through the hole, and able to pick up the 1st down. He needed 2, got about 3.5.
Good blocking up front there. Center Jack Spotted Horse, Gabe Havlicek on the right guard. Left guard Ben Purvis. Right tackle Brock Produzi and Marquette Maddox at the left tackle.
Boy, every time Hunter touches the football and he does that little spin move, you just know he's one twist away from breaking one open. Hadn't really had that tonight, but he's picked up some good yardage and 1st downs when you need him. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers. Trail with the football. There he goes squirting through that left side of his offensive line, and a nice gain on 1st down. Close to 5 yards.
And right there, the key to that play was Trail really hit the hole quick on that straight dive play. It was huge, contributing to that 6, almost 7-yard pickup.
Noah Ferguson will check into the football game. He'll line up in the slot receiver here on the near side along with Oscar Gallardo. Single receiver set. On the far side, it's Tate Blasey off to the left of Needens. Hunter Trail, the lone setback. Needens working out of the shotgun as he has all night long. Hands off to Trail again. Trail just trying to follow some blockers, spinning his way through for some tough yards. He will be close. They'll mark him about a yard shy.
5:28 left to go in this game.
Gets it to the 43-yard line of Kapaun Mount Carmel. And I really think that Coach Trail is real content. We saw this last week. Hunter got a lot of carries in the remaining minutes of that football game. I think he's very content with just picking up 1st downs and eating up some clock. Trail in the backfield with 2 tight ends. He busts right through that line of scrimmage. He picks up the 1st down with ease as he will get 7.
Are you telling
to the 36.
Are you telling me that Coach Trail doesn't want to score too fast here, too quickly?
I don't think he wants to leave a lot of time on that clock.
I don't blame him. However, this is when you have to thread the needle, right?
4:50 and counting here in the football game. 28-24. Kapaun on top of Bishop Carroll. Bishop Carroll with a nice drive. Jadon Williams checks in the game, gives Hunter a little bit of a break. 2 tight end set, 2 receivers in the football game. Needens wants to throw, and the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage again. Boy, just a nice job of getting your hands up. That is George Trelia from his defensive tackle position. And here's what the young man did right there that I really like. He saw it was going to be a pass, and instead of rushing, he backed up, put his hands up, and knocked the pass down.
Yep.
3 receivers in the game off to the left and Needens.
Oh,
and now we got
that's
movement
gonna
on
be
that defensive
against,
line.
52 there of Kapaun.
Braxton Powers gets in the neutral zone, commits the 5-yard foul. So a second down and 5. I like this one-on-one coverage with Oscar Gallardo. Not a deep safety back. I think if he could get a inside move over towards the middle of the field on a post route, Gallardo could beat Kel Curtis here on as the corner here on this near side. It's a one-on-one set with Gallardo and Kel Curtis. 3 receiver set on the far side of the field. Football inching toward the near hash. Needens out of the shotgun. Looks left, throws left, hits Hunter Trail out of the backfield, has blockers out in front of him. Trail, far sidelines, before he is finally brought down at about the 20.
Boy, and after that play, Aiden Needens really took a licking.
That's going to be a gain of 12, and the nose of the football is flirting with that Continental Truck Accessories red zone. 4:18, clock moving. Carroll with a drive, needs to score. Needs 6. Trail, Williams, both in the backfield. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers in the game. Hands off to Williams. Williams trying to follow the blocks, cuts back inside. Nice move by the junior running back and picks up 11 yards. And a first down at the 9.
Just a patient run there by Williams, really following his blockers right there. Found a little seam. Accelerated through. Going to be a timeout, looks like, by maybe Coach Sharks.
Coach Sharks going to take his first time out of the half. 1 30-second timeout with him. Back after this.
Fall has a certain feel to it, like no other. And if you're the type of person that likes to get things done outside, there's nothing like the feel of steel in your grip to get the job done. Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays has perhaps the best selection of steel power equipment in western Wichita, maybe south central Kansas. Check out the steel products that have earned the most praise from owners like you at Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays, 5204 North Mays Road, where we take pride in serving you.
3:57 left to play in a great football game between these rivals of Bishop Carroll and Kapaun. Carroll down by 4, 28-24. They are inside the 10 at the 9 and threatening here. Trail will be the single back in this set. 2 receivers. Blasey off to the left. Gallardo off to the right. 2 tight ends in the football game. Needens working out of the shotgun. Hands off to Hunter Trail. Makes a nice move. Trail towards the end zone. Touchdown. Bishop Carroll. Hunter Trail started to the right. Jab step. Foot in the ground and off to the left. He found the yellow and scored the 6 that Bishop Carroll needed with 3:50 left to play in the football game.
Yeah, just great recognition there by Hunter Trail. Really saw that the intended hole was really full. Bounced back outside there and just turned on the afterburners there for the score. 3:50 left to go in this contest, Doug, and the Golden Eagles go up by 2, at least at this point in time.
Extra point attempt. Snap down, kick up.
Good.
Through the uprights, 31-28. Golden Eagles on top, 3:50 left to play. Final timeout before we get you to the end of the game. You're listening to Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle football, 1410 AM, 93.9 FM, KGSO.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
In Kansas, call Trevor Harris at 316-942-7887 or online at harrisagencyinc.com.
That was our final timeout of this football game before we get to the end. We'll keep it right here for the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds because we have an exciting one here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium between the Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll and the Crusaders of Kapaun Mount Carmel.
No pooch kick here. This ball's going to go deep.
Michael Polly will do the honors as he approaches, puts his foot in it. It's a high kick, or excuse me, rather more of a line drive kick, but a hard kick that goes through the back of the end zone. That will line Kapaun Mount Carmel up at their own 20. They've got 3:50 to work with, 2 timeouts, and 80 yards to go. Big score right there. And
oh, man.
Again, I like what Dusty Trail and his staff are doing. It seems like when they get about 6 minutes left in a game, they work their way down the field. They don't take gambles. They take the easy stuff, pick up first downs, move the chains, and score with as little time as possible. Andrew Jamino's been pretty good this game, though. Let's see what he can do. Back in the backfield by himself. 5 receiver set, wants to throw, gets pressure, steps away from the pressure, comes near side, and finally this Bishop Carroll defense picks up a nice tackle after a gain of 2. There's a lot of guys in on that stop. One of the guys in there was Brock Eastman. He is a sophomore defensive lineman.
Jamino is a gamer. Hats off to him. Out of that quarterback position, he is a good competitor.
Cale Curtis is alone, set back in the backfield. Jamino from the shotgun wants to throw. Looks left, throws left, caught at about 30.
Ackerman.
And Ackerman from the tight end position.
Or Anchu, I'm sorry, Anchu.
Works his way for a first down. So needed 8, picked up about 11 right there from the 32. And a new set of downs. Clock stops as it gets out of bounds. 3:14 left to play. Thank you to those that are watching on the live stream, provided by Butler Community College and their athletic department. Thank you for listening to 1410 AM 93.9 FM. And after the belly read, a nice read by this Bishop Carroll defense is Jack Ryan, the senior 225-pound defensive end, wasn't faked out and dropped Jamino at the line of scrimmage, maybe about a half-yard loss.
Boy, Andrew Bye did a great job there of also rushing the quarterback.
4 receivers in the game, 3 to the right of Jamino, 1 to the left. Carroll crowd on their feet getting loud. Jamino wants to throw, steps away from the pressure. He's able to pick up maybe about a yard before that defense collapses in on him and drops him at the 34-yard line.
Important factor of that clock. Weston Charts is calling a timeout. That clock was rolling.
Weston Charts will take his second timeout of the half. 2:34 left to play. And again, we don't have the packed house that you would expect for a Kapaun Carroll game, but the fans that are here on the Carroll side, as you can tell, are going to get loud and help out this defense when they go back out on the field for a 3rd down and 8.
I think that leaves Kapaun with 1 timeout, correct?
Yes, they have 1 left.
Yeah, there we go.
31-28, Carroll on top. You got to assume 4-down territory no matter what for Kapaun right here. They don't want to punt the football away and try to get their defense to get a stop. So if I'm Coach Schartz, probably dialing something up that if you can get the 8, obviously you take it, but you want to get at least probably 6 of it if you can.
Well, the other thing too, you know, anytime you as a Carroll defender, you want to keep Kapaun in the field of play on your tackle. Don't let him go out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Peter Burns, remember, came in. Here on the near side, Jamino wants to throw. Ruda makes the catch out of the backfield, but he'll be stopped short.
I guess I'd call that a screen play. It looked a little broken, but we'll call it a screen play on the.
So you don't get the 6, you get about maybe 5 of it, 4.5.
This is huge right here.
A 4th down, a long 3.5 to go. From the shotgun, looking left, wanting to throw left, coming this side, and the pass is caught. Ethan Stuhlstoltz makes the catch and gets it down to the Carroll 25-yard line. Again, they put Stuhlstoltz over Peter Burns, who had to come into the football game after Ryan Birch left earlier in the game. And Stuhlstoltz is a big 6'4", 195-pound senior. Perfect throw by Jamino, and Stuhlstoltz hauls it in for the first down. 1:45 and counting. Kapaun from the Carroll 25. Jamino out of the shotgun. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Tiger Jones far side, looked his way. Now has to tuck and run. Finds an open space and loses the ball. Bishop Carroll football! Jamino coughed it up at the 12-yard line, and the Golden Eagles come up with a golden egg, hopefully to seal the deal with 1:29 left to play.
Andrew Husband on the fumble recovery right there. Jamino trying to get just that extra yard, had that ball kind of out. Officials are kind of,
they can't be saying he was down. There's no way he was down. He was still moving forward, and that ball came out.
I'd like to see a replay on that, but
we've got the monitor in here, and we can't see the replay. They're not. And it is a fumble.
Yeah, I was gonna
Bishop
say.
Carroll football. One timeout left for Kapaun.
Kind of a bang-bang play right there, and I can't imagine. A good defensive play by the Golden Eagles to cough that football up. But Jamino really trying to just make a play, get an extra yard out of the play, and had that football kind of extended somewhat. Husband on the recovery.
I'm not sure that he was trying to make an extra yard. I think he saw the end zone because it opened up pretty good for him, and that's where he was headed.
You think?
And give a lot of credit coming in from behind and just kind of knocking the football out.
Yep, you might be right.
Needens out of the shotgun, hands off to Hunter Trail. Trail, both hands on the football, spinning, and doesn't gain a lot on the play, maybe about a yard, but forces Coach Sharts to use that final timeout.
1:23 left to go in this contest. 31-28.
You're stopped here. You'll have a second down and 9.
You should be golden if you're
going to be close.
Bishop Carroll.
Should be close right here on whether or not you can just run the clock out. I think that you're right there where you should be able to run the clock out.
Clock does start at the snap, not necessarily. They don't wind it necessarily.
What a game.
Oh, no doubt.
31-28, Bishop Carroll on top.
Boy, this is one of those that you hate to see anybody get defeated because both these teams have really laid it all out here tonight. Just great football.
Boy, if you're Jim Nanso with this defense, you're very proud that they got that final play there, if it turns out to be that way. 2 tight ends, Trail with the football. Again, puts both hands over it. And now we're going to have a flag come in here at the end. Are they going to call they may call, actually, this could be a chop block. You had a couple of linemen right there trying to block one defender. And number 53, Jack Spotting Horse, was on his knees. Let's see what they call. No, they're just going to call holding on. Okay.
Okay, 1:18 left to go here.
It does stop the clock.
And again,
so it'll be second down because they did take the penalty.
He'll wind the clock here, or does it?
Yeah, he'll wind the clock as soon as they're ready for play.
Clock is rolling.
Well, you got to take all the time off this play clock. If you're Needens, you need to be looking at your play clocks here in the end zone. Down to 15-14.
It's a 25-second clock.
And now we got to stop and play again. Are they going to reset this? And they're talking to, well, they started to talk to a Carroll player, I thought. Now our white hat is going to go back and talk to the back judge. So I don't know what this discussion is all about.
Back judge does have control.
So they're going to start the clock on the snap.
Well, he wound it, though.
But he said Bishop Carroll elected to start the clock on the snap, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure Dusty Trail wouldn't have done that. Because now that does kind of.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is big. Trail with the football and goes down just about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. Will Doolittle was in on the stop. But you got third down and long right here. You got third down and 13, and you're down below a minute at 55 seconds. So you could run this thing all the way down, and then you'll have a fourth down play.
17 seconds on
the
play
clock. We'll go into victory formation right here. Hunter trails clear back into the end zone, and they'll just snap it and take a knee. So Bishop Carroll will go 2-0 on the season after a hard-fought football game. Defense came up with the turnover that they needed as Kapaun was driving, and the Golden Eagles will keep the streak against Kapaun Mount Carmel alive. Golden Eagles 2-0 on the season, and a big week 3 matchup next week against the Derby Panthers coming right here to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Boy, what a game here tonight.
What a football game. Hats off to really both teams and both coaching staffs for putting on a great display of football. No doubt about it.
Well, we had a little bit of technical difficulty there towards the mid part of the second quarter. We got all that figured out and came back here in the second half for a big victory for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. Hats off to Kapaun Mount Carmel, Coach Weston Schartz. That was a hard-fought football game. And it's two teams that really put it all out on the line tonight trying to win. Kapaun wanted to get that losing streak off. The seniors wanted to be the seniors for Kapaun to finally beat Carroll. Obviously, the seniors over on the Golden Eagles side of things wanted to make sure that they kept that streak alive, and they were able to do so as Bishop Carroll gets out of here with a 31-28 win.
And I tell you what, Doug, hats off in a losing effort to Andrew Jamino. Really did a good job of controlling his offense, making plays tonight. I know he had a fumble kind of at the critical time period, but, man, that kid really showed me a competitive spirit. He's a gamer, and my hat's off to him.
One thing Coach Trail talked to me about today when him and I were having our visit is he said, for about 2.5 hours, we don't like each other very much. But as the two leading Catholic communities and Catholic schools in the Wichita area, after that 2.5 hours, we love each other.
Absolutely.
We're all part of a community that's trying to build better young men.
And when you say community, you say communion. And that's what both of these squads are about at this point in time.
31-28.
Great game.
Bishop Carroll gets the win tonight over the rival Kapaun Mount Carmel to keep the streak alive. Wrapping it up when we come back. Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO.
Don't put that home improvement project off any longer. Now's the time to get your free estimate from Summit Tech and take advantage of huge savings on window replacement. As full-service contractors, the Summit Tech team can help with any project, from interior and exterior painting, window and door replacement, to kitchen remodels, siding and flooring. Serving the Wichita and surrounding area since 1999. Fully insured and licensed. Call Summit Tech today at 262-3905. That's 262-3905. Or visit WichitaPaintingAndRemodeling.com.
Fall has a certain feel to it, like no other. And if you're the type of person that likes to get things done outside, there's nothing like the feel of steel in your grip to get the job done. Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays has perhaps the best selection of steel power equipment in western Wichita, maybe south central Kansas. Check out the steel products that have earned the most praise from owners like you at Pride Ag Ace Hardware of Mays, 5204 North Mays Road, where we take pride in serving you.
Hi, Rick Everett for Derby Mattress. A good night's rest is essential in my work, as I'm sure it is for you. When I finally figured out it was my mattress that was interfering with me getting good rest, I started looking. I gotta admit, I shopped. I bought from Derby Mattress. Oh, I checked out the big stores with their fast talker commission guys, the gimmicks, and the dancing animals. You see, Sharon Kinney at Derby Mattress runs a family store, and they treat you like family, not like a commission on a car lot. Derby Mattress, 105 South Baltimore, next to the VFW in Derby.
We all know that Quincy's Bar Grill has fantastic food and the best selection of adult beverages. This year, catch every NFL game on over 20 HD TVs inside Quincy's Bar and Grill and college football. Make Quincy's Bar and Grill your favorite place to watch your team. From college to the NFL, you'll always find all the action at Quincy's Bar and Grill. Great food, cold drinks, and the best atmosphere in the city. Come to Wichita's longest-running sports bar and grill, Quincy's Bar and Grill at 2047 Northwest Street.
This is Bishop Carroll football on Sports Radio KGSO.
And Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles get out of here to go 2-0 on the season with a 31-28 win over their rivals of Kapaun Mount Carmel. Next week, the Golden Eagles get the Derby Panthers right here on this field. I know earlier tonight, Derby was in a battle up north with Newton after getting beat pretty badly by Mill Valley last week. We'll have final scores tonight on our statewide scoreboard show on both KQAM and KGSO coming up here at the top of the hour. Then tomorrow morning, I've got the Saturday morning sports page. I'm going to try to get Dusty and see if he wants to come on with me tomorrow, because after a big win tonight against your rival, we'd love to hear some of his thoughts tomorrow morning on the Saturday morning sports page. So we'll have that from 7 to 8. So still a couple more things of high school football to cover here on Fox Sports Radio Wichita KGSO.
Just a great football game tonight here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Again, Bishop Carroll really made plays when they had to prevail with a 31-28 victory. But really, Kapaun Mount Carmel played a great football game, and again, I hats off to both squads.
Look, we knew this season for the Golden Eagles was going to be a tough one. I mean, with the schedule that's set up, and what's in front of them, you get Derby here next week, and then you follow it up with Dodge City here, then you go on the road for the first time to Lawrence. You come back, you get Lawrence Free State. You go back on the road to Bishop Miege. You come back, you get St. Thomas Aquinas. I mean,
Doug,
every week it's going to be
a schedule like that just makes a team better. It makes the kids better. I salute Tyler and Coach Trail for going out and putting that schedule together. And it's a tough road, no doubt about it. It's a tall mountain to climb, but you know what? These guys, I think, are up to it, and it's going to make them better in the long run.
Andy Hoosier back in the studio helping us out, especially in the second quarter when we had some things go wrong here in the press box. Dan Blasey up here in the press box helping us out with some spotting.
Absolutely.
Walt Bettis, appreciate you, man. Thanks for being back here, and looking forward to a great season calling a game with you as we roll on through this season.
Great call, my friend, tonight. It was good. A pleasure.
Thank you very much. 31-28, Bishop Carroll on top of Kapaun. Derby next week. Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Good night.
College?
I wasn't sure what to expect.
I just know I was expecting more. More choices.
More direction.
More one-on-one.
More passion.
More push. More drive.
More of a kick in the pants.
Knock it out of the park. And
this is my launch pad.
And now I know. Tomorrow.
My tomorrow.
It's going to be more extraordinary
than I ever expected.
Right here.
Right here.
Right here. At Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.